back to the Blue Review. I'm next to Clinton Yates. Look at this.
This is real physical.
We're actually here with each other. It's very odd. The Blue Review is presented by Los Angeles International Airport. Hire LAX creates life-changing career opportunities for Los Angeles residents. For more information, check out Hire LAX on Eventbrite. All right, so the thing I want to talk about today, Clinton, is basically, I know this is the Dodgers show. It's all about the Blue Review.
Taking two from the Orioles, by the way. World Series preview, that's a joke, but this will play a part in what he says coming up.
Shohei Ohtani is obviously the greatest player in the history of the game right now. Mm-hmm. And he's keeping the Angels alive in everything they're doing. They won again last night. They took 2 already from the Yankees. They're 4.5 games back currently in the wild card race. This is the best thing that could possibly happen to the Dodgers.
Okay.
The best thing could happen to the Dodgers is that Shohei Ohtani keeps them in it long enough so that on August 1st, when the trade deadline hits, they're in it enough that they do not trade him.
Okay, 2 things about that. Number 1, I don't think that the reason they wouldn't trade him would necessarily be as playoff run related as possible. A home run race could be enough to keep him, in Artie's mind, in town for the sake of filling seats. Secondarily, do you know what the chances of the Halos making the playoffs are right now?
It's like 5%.
It's terrible. So even though,
but they're there.
But what I'm saying is though, even though they are within striking range theoretically, they're not really in a place where if you ran the numbers, they would be considered not trading him as a result of that. Now, the 2 things combined, let's just say they're in striking distance and he's got a home run chase, that could help. But hold on, just one moment. You know what team could do the best possible straight rental of Shohei Ohtani?
The team that the Dodgers are playing right now?
Correct.
The Baltimore Orioles?
The Baltimore Orioles.
They could.
And so when we talk about World Series previews, which I've been saying jokingly, just because anytime the Dodgers play a team in the AL who's halfway decent, that's what I'm going to say. But if the O's say, screw it, we've got the best farm system in the majors, which is arguable with the Dodgers, but it's considered very high.
It's close.
It's close. That's fine. They're not getting rid of half of the guys that they've developed forever that they need on their team. They've got their young guys in the bigs. They can go full developmental and perhaps get a guy that gives them a legitimate shot at the World Series. And that, my friends, would be actually fascinating.
So what's funny about all this too, and yes, you're right that the Orioles are, but let's just kind of look at what the Dodgers are doing right now. Let's say the Dodgers don't trade for him.
Right.
And he stays in Anaheim.
Right.
They end up keeping him, so that's also a good thing with Dodgers. Because the Angels are not willing to trade with the Dodgers, which have a very good package that they could put together, by holding on to him, you're actually making it an easier path to get to the Dodgers in the offseason.
Perhaps, but I think the thing is
it's working out perfectly.
Listen, I think Dodgers fans aren't realizing that a trade you would definitely not want anyway. We talked about this a little bit.
Well, trade to the Dodgers.
Yeah, you because you would have to give up people that you need. In order, because I was looking at one of these packages, presumably there were 5 minor leaguers, and what's his name? Emmett was the only big leaguer. Sheehan. Yeah. I'm not. He's
trading, not. He was a forced big leaguer.
I'm not trading for anything less than 2 big league starters, whoever I am. So the Dodgers might. But they might dodge bullets.
Pepio is probably on there, who was a big league starter. Also, Sheehan was also a big league starter.
They might. I'm saying position players in the lineup. Because you don't know how pitchers are going to work out. They might be dodging 2 bullets by not being able to trade with the Angels is what I'm saying. Because if you get rid of a couple people that are a part of your playoff run, or part of the reason why you're any good to begin with, I don't know that Shohei overtakes all of that. He's a nice piece, but he doesn't play the field.
I think if you put Shohei onto this team, what they have, even with the pieces that you would be going away in that deal, which is probably something along the lines of Emmett Sheehan, Ryan Pepio,
you're talking
Dalton Rushing.
Yeah, I'm making sure that there are at least 2 position players.
No, Dalton Rushing is a position player. He's one of the best catchers.
Outman would be one of them.
I'm sure Outman would be one of them, but I think you have enough guys that you can figure that situation that you could put.
So you would trade for him if you could.
If I could, because I know that then that just gives me a better shot to bring it. I didn't want to give
but
up.
You just said, okay, so hold on. Run the tape back.
When I
said before, the team that lands him in a trade is most likely to keep him, he said, that doesn't matter.
No,
that doesn't matter.
I think you're giving yourself a better chance in the offseason.
Of course you
Every
are.
single team is that way.
But you said before that it didn't really matter. He was going to open market no matter what.
Even if he's with the Dodgers, he's going to go to the open market. But if he's already here, then he has a much better chance. Just like San Francisco would have a better chance.
I am the person who believes that. I've just not.
I was in agreement on all of that.
What I said was, if he gets traded to the team and that team makes a run, he's definitely staying.
I'm not saying definitely. I think he's going to the market no matter what, and that includes the Dodgers and all of that.
Okay.
But either way, I think that by the Angels not trading to a team that's not the Dodgers, if they don't trade him, you're giving it an easy path to sign with the Dodgers, which is the exact opposite of what Artie wants. He doesn't want to give him to the Dodgers, obviously, but he might just give him away for free by not trading him to the Dodgers.
I think
you see what's happening? You see what I'm trying to get here?
I know, but I think a trade actually.
It's so Angels.
This is a rare case though where a trade actually does make sense. It's tough if he's on a home run record, but like at the same time, you've gotten, what is it, 5 seasons, 6 seasons? You know what I mean? It's
5 seasons.
It's been a while. So I think that there is a world in which Artie might be able to not even outsmart himself in terms of his own ego.
I think he's constantly going to be outsmarting himself.
Yeah.
The fact that he's even saying to John Heyman, who I trust very little, that Artie won't trade him to the Dodgers is ridiculous.
Okay, next time we do this, we're switching sides because your light is not as good as mine. On Television 28.
All right, on
Bye,
that note, we're
guys.
getting out of here. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Blue Review. See you.